Hi, and welcome back to Mayhem with Markham. So on today's video, what we're going to be doing is putting together the Prusa heat bed and getting it mounted to our 3D printer. All right, so as you can see, I've got the instructions from Prusa pulled up in the background. So let's get started. All right, welcome back. So what we've got here, we've got the heat bed and we've got the components from Prusa, and then we've got just a couple of 3D printed components here and our sleeve. All right, so the first thing that it wants us to do is gather some hardware. So this is from leftover from the last step. The last step was putting the extruder together and getting that mounted. And then it says we need our power cable and our heat bed. So we'll go ahead and open our heat bed up here and have a look-see. Now, I'm going to be very careful with this because if you notice, there's a wire right here and we need to protect this wire. That wire is our thermistor, and it is what actually detects the temperature of the bed. Okay, so we want to make sure that we protect this wire. I'm going to check, make sure that the tape is down good. Okay, now an important thing to note, if you remember back to our first video where we started the assembly, we noted that this printer is a 12-volt printer. Well, the 3S is a 24-volt printer. And one of the ways that they differentiate the heat beds is right here. So this says 12 volt. So this goes on a 12 volt printer. So don't try to mix and match them. You need to make sure that you're running the proper voltages on your printers. Okay. So here we go. Here's our pads where our wiring is going to go. And if you notice, we've got ground on one and VCC on the other. So our ground is going to be our black cable, and our VCC is going to be our red cable, or the voltage cable. All right, so if you look here, you'll see that, I believe, this piece goes on the top. That's going to go right over the top, just like so. And if you look up underneath here, you can see kind of a cutout. You can only see it if I'm actually showing it. You can see a bit of a cutout where the wires come in. So we're going to want to make sure that we've got these routed just like that. Okay, we're going to do a final tighten. It says to prepare the heat bed cover, so we're going to take this, we're going to take a couple of hex nuts, we're going to put them right in here. Alrighty, now we're going to mount the heat bed cable cover. What I like to do is line this up, okay, just like we did before. Line this guy up, make sure everything sits nice. Okay, we're going to put our M10 that we just had through the cable, or through the cable cover. And you'll see it pop out here. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty tight there. This is in the groove, just like that. We're going to run the thermistor cable. Then it has me taking this wire and wrapping it around a few times. Okay. But it's between these two screws there. All right. Actually, no, it does show it. It's got another picture where it shows this over here. Okay, so I'm going to just take that just like so. All right, now it says use the textile sleeve and wrap the cables from the heat bed. Just want to take a minute to thank you guys for hanging out with this build. I know that it's been kind of a long drawn out process. It's not easy. Usually I can knock out an entire build in an afternoon. Well, no, not in an afternoon. Sorry, that would be insane. No, usually I can knock out a build on one of these things in a day. With the way that things have been going, I've been coming home from work, because I work full-time job, come home from work, do a step or two in the process, recording the video, maybe try to do an assembly. I'll sit and edit, get all the music right and all that stuff. I'm still getting used to the software and learning some new features in the software, so that's fun. And then just process the video and get it up for you guys. Typically I will just do one step and then do the video, get it online, then I'll move on to the next step. Today I changed that up a bit, and this is the same day that I did the extruder. It'll be 3 days later for you guys, because that's how I'm running my YouTube channel for now. And I know that it doesn't look like it's gonna stick in there, but it will once I get it down. The trick on this stuff is to get it in and then wrap the other layer over the top. So I'll get it in like so, and then I'll peel this back. I'm almost at the end, so I'm going to go ahead and start peeling this back and rewrapping it over. Okay. And then we're going to take this. This is going to go over, and it's just going to clamp right over the textile sleeve. Just like that. Okay. Flush there, flush there. Not too tight there. And we've got the rest of the wire out here. Okay. Take that off of our heat bed. There, our heat bed is assembled. Alright, now we have to mount it. Okay, now, if you recall, there are a couple of nuts on the very, very top up here. So we're going to take those off. So we got that one started. Now they're both started kind of loose. Okay. So both of those are started loose, but they're in there. Okay. Now I've got fastener here, fastener here, fastener here, fastener here. Okay. I'm gonna go and start putting those in. And that's that part. Alrighty. So that's the heat bed install. One of the things that I noticed whenever I was installing the heat bed was that I don't have the LCD panel on, and I don't have the power supply on, and then I'll also have to get the Rambo board installed, but that's going to all be covered in the next step of the process, where we're going to do all the electrical components. Alrighty, so I hope this video was informative. If you're looking for some information on mounting this is a conversion from a 2S to a 2.5S. It's still a 12 volt, but it has all the upgraded features that the 3S has, just without that upgraded price. Now, unfortunately, that is no longer available. I was one of the last ones to get the kit. But if you source the parts online, then you can probably do the same thing. Just make sure that you're using a 12 volt bed if you're using a 12 volt power supply. So make sure that you know what's in your printer. Okay? All right, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope you have a great day. Like, share, subscribe with the video, leave some comments below, ring the bell if you want notifications on when my videos are going to pop up. But I'll go ahead and tell you, they pop up about every 3 days. So thank you for the subscribe, thank you for the comments, and y'all have a great day. Here are the cables. Power cables for this. We've got some hardware here and some wiring. That'll come in handy in the next step, and it looks like we've got a hole in the bag. Wow, that's no good. Alright, well, here, let me go get some. Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Alright, there we go. So save the day.